Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a house tour. I was going to do a speed build, but my recording software was like, nope, you cannot add a narration to this. I'm just going to close myself repeatedly, so slightly tense if you couldn't tell by my voice. But we're doing a house tour of this beautiful house that is currently on screen. As you can see, kinda creepy, kind of dark, set in Forgotten Hollow. Sort of looks gothic and oldie fashioned. If I go up faster would be nice. Whoop, not that fast, jeez. Well, let's go down a bit. Okay, so you can see here, spooky house, all oldie looking, gothic, spikes, black, lots of ornate metalwork, the works generally. So if I go, oops, that's down that I want to do, and we go into the house tour, I can explain a bit more about the story of this house because, as we can see, on the outside, much creep, very spook, and as you get closer you can see more, like, oh, all that ivy that's grown over it, and all the dead plants, and all, I forgot to say caged off, I meant fenced off, and my phone's going, shh, phone. But as we go inside, you'll see it's not all that spooky. It's different on the inside as you go in. So we come in here, down a bit more to sim height, and you can see that it's not that bad. It's quite bright. It's got interesting old tiles, which would win the original. It also has the original old coving and the original chandelier type thing going on. And then bits of old furniture, bits of new furniture, kind of a mix and match. There's some old stained glass work up there. And if you move over this way a bit more, you can see that there's little bits and bobs been thrown in. It's not quite modern at all by any standards, but it's not quite old and completely antique by any standard. So the reason for that, as we go around and you'll see more of the house, I'll just go into the kitchen and we can have a look at that, like, ooh, look, crazy colours, very bright, very pattern, but old countertops with new appliances and a bit of paint and some new tiles. Old floor tiles though, we kept them because the family that live in this house, I will have them, I might as well just have them playing in the background, to be honest, as you can watch the cat sleeping, exciting, right? Are Sims that I made before Get Famous was even announced, so I had this idea in my head before that was a thing, but now it works out really well, hence why I'm trying to do the speed build coverage for Halloween, because it's a spooky looking outside house with a sort of soft centre, shall we say. But then Get Famous was also announced. Oh, sorry dude, that was in your face. Which goes well with some of the storyline that I have going. So if we move around the house, we can just look like, oh, there's a nice little interesting dining nook here, some old paintings, some modern sort of artwork on the walls, nice colourful chairs, an old table, old curtains, sort of a 70s, I'm gonna say, glass, like hanging down light sort of fixture thing that they've put in, all kinds of mad eclectic stuff. But this family, I had decided were going to be celebrities. The daughter is just the daughter of celebrities, so you've just seen her there. Her name is Virginia, and her father is, I can't remember his name, I think it's Edison, I'm pretty sure it's Edison Peck, and her mother is Felicity Peck, yep, that's their names. And you can see them sort of in the background of the window there. It's quite cute, having a little bit of a smooch through the glass there. Whilst we're in the laundry section. Nice, there's Felicity. Hi. As we keep panning through, they are both famous in their own right. He is a famous writer slash composer, so he does music as well as sort of like branching out now into storylines. And then Felicity is a famous musician slash singer, so he composes her music for her, how they met, romance, babies, all the stuff. They have a little cat over there, which is a very white, fluffy Persian cat who is called Chopin, after the famous musician. So, yeah, lots of musicalness going in the family. I imagine that Virginia, the little girl, will also be into music. She's crazy about cats, hence why they have Chopin. And this is the living room. Very crazy colours, as you can see. Crazy, fancy, modern, hippie-esque curtains and rug, which I imagine they got while she was like maybe on tour in a foreign country or something. They picked up some pieces from like India and Africa and all those other places when she might have been doing musical tours, or maybe doing charity stuff in other countries, because they are celebrities and they have money and they are very caring, so they do lots of charity work and stuff for the people. And then bits of random furniture, so like there's the art deco-y sort of couch going on and the globe bob, and there's also these more modern pieces. Obviously there's cat stuff, there's lots of plants because they like the environment and plants. The bookcase is covered in thingamabobs, dogs and cats, because I thought if other people wanted to download this house, I don't know why, 'cause it's very geared towards these set of Sims, but if you wanted to, feel free, it will be on the gallery, as soon as I remember to put it on the gallery. But if you wanted it to be a dog family house, then it's set to be that. We've got some of the older paintings in the hall, then if you go up the stairs, then you come into this little hallway here, which has also got sort of the older coving and with like I wanted to say sconces or something, I don't know what they are, but that stuff there, the white stuff on the walls, I did know the name, but it's just gone from my head, and all that sort of stuff's more of the old-fashioned, floorboards of the older stuff, and then they've got their own sort of from their travels, they've got pictures hanging there from all the different places they've been, they've got like the nice little seating area and a nice plant behind it, sort of more eclectic-y old bits and bobs, and the original chandeliers. It's a bit of a quirky shaped house as well. I'll show you the sort of bird's eye view plan as well. And if you go in here, this is like Felicity's little sort of zen chill out room, which currently Virginia is enjoying music in, because it's I think the only radio in the house. Whoops. But yeah, this is her sort of a yoga zen chill out space. She also has like some different herbs for, I was gonna say like burning, because they give off different scents and stuff is why they're in here, and also they just give off different scents in general. She's got some of them, she's got like the sun, and she's got the tree of life and all that kind of stuff going on, and for some reason everyone must be asleep because we went into hyperspeed. And then she's got like this little board of things that she's like collected from Virginia's work and all that kind of stuff. I'm just making it up as we go. And then we have a little bathroom thing, because this is the shared sort of family bathroom and guest bathroom. As you can see, very sort of mishmash, that's not a word, mishmash of styles going on here, with the older bath that they've just sort of done up, some tile work they've put in. Everything's kind of in the newer, I'm saying this in air quotes which you can't see, in the newer sections. I like the idea that they've got just sort of plastered wall everywhere, so that sort of plastered effect's going on, but then in the older places they've still got the original like plasterwork and woodwork and stuff like that. In this room they haven't decorated this really whatsoever. This was the library that was in this state when they got here. They've just added some of their own books and bits and pieces as they've gone along. So I really like the library room. I think this is really cool because, as I said, Edison is a author and a composer. He needs somewhere where he can come in and he can write and he can read, and also the little girl, Virginia, I decided is going to be quite into history as well. This was sort of just like in the back of my mind, and then I thought Felicity's quite into like antiques and secondhand things, so she'd like this sort of room with all the eclectic books and different pieces of furniture from different time periods, and like quirky things like the skull of whatever that creature once was, obviously an avian or maybe even a dinosaur, because some dinosaurs had sort of bills and beaks, I don't know, but it looks cool. And then back out into the hallway, and we go over here, you see these big fancy double doors, ooh, fancy, and you go through, and this is, oh look, they're sleeping, hi guys! This is their bedroom, which I wasn't expecting them to be in, because I don't even know what time it is in the game, but they're here. Again, sort of collected furniture, bits and bobs, a blue and yellow and orangey reddy sort of scheme going on, so it's got like the warm and the cool colours. Again, more bits of furniture. I like to think that the wardrobe and the vanity table were here when they moved in. They've just been left by the last owners, and they've sort of just like spruced them up a bit, made them look a bit nicer, made them match sort of the wood tones that they have going on in here. And then they've got like the accents of blue on the chair and the mirror and on the pot and on the rug and things like that, and the flowers over there and the curtains. Again, plastery sort of effect on the walls. And then in here they have their little ensuite bathroom. I quite liked it. It looks sort of like, again, there's the pieces that they might have collected when they were visiting Morocco or somewhere where it's like the jungle adventure type things that they've picked up, and then the original bath, and then just the original toilet that might have been, I say original, it probably wouldn't be the original toilet, but it looks like it fits in with the scheme quite nicely. And they've added in a shower and that kind of thing. And then if we go back out here, we go back out this door, we go right round the corner. There's also this door, ooh, mysterious, which we'll go up in a second. We go through here. this is Virginia's room, and it is very, very pink. I like to think this was the room that they focused on decorating. They've kept some of the older pieces because she wanted them, because as I said, she quite likes history, but she is a little kid and she loves pink and she loves cats and animals. So this is her little room. She's got like a little reading space over here with some cute colourful candles because her mum loves candles. And she's sorry about the noise of traffic outside of my house. It's not a good place for recording, to be honest, the front of the house, but I don't have an option at the moment. There's a little Chopin coming in, hey dude! And there's his little speck for resting. He also has a pink bow on because she dressed him. And then all of her toys, her little desk. I had a shelf of toys rather than a toy box because none of the toy boxes quite fit into the colour scheme the way I wanted them to. Some of them were just too pink. I kind of stood out too much and none of them looked sort of like, if there was one that looked similar to this kids stuff dresser, like old, a bit shabby, slightly lighter colour of pink, then I would have used that, but there wasn't, so we didn't. And then if we go back up this way, and we're gonna go up the mysterious stairs, which when you first go in, literally is just stairs, nothing that exciting about it. But as we go up, not into the floor, we have a beautiful picture I can't speak today, picture of a man with his dog. How lovely. But then as you keep going, there's sort of random storage stuff, there's random bits and bobs everywhere, like this unit that I thought might have been here when they moved in, and they've got like an old camera because they're celebrities and they're into antiques, so I thought, you know, they'd be into photography as well. We've got the little duck statue because he's just cool. I quite like putting him in my builds. There's a little blow up bed because you always have spare beds for when people come and stay over and whatnot. Random bits of old like drawings and notes been framed. I like that. There's a piano, some random happy music. I think something to do with a holiday has just happened in game. And then there's the keyboard, sorry, not a piano, so they've got a keyboard because I thought maybe he comes up here to compose some of his stuff, or she might come up here to practice her singing in sort of a more secluded area of the house. They've got this little painting set here, they've got the pipe work, they've got this weird picture of dogs playing Don't Wake the Llama, which I thought was pretty random, but I think that they'd have some things that they haven't quite put out in their house yet, because as I said, they've sort of moved in and haven't fully made it their own space, but they're not quite sure where they want to put stuff, so they've shoved a lot of stuff up here. They've got the cards table with a random mishmash of chairs. They've got the woodworking table, they've got the reindeer to put out at Christmas, they've got the tree to put up at Christmas, they've got pumpkins to put out at Halloween, because I just thought it was a bit more realistic to have those things actually in your home somewhere, and you don't just like, ping, they've appeared, and then they disappear, and then ping, they appear again when the holiday comes back. Oh, hello Felicity. She's obsessed with the card table. Oh, and she's getting everyone to play cards, that's nice. So, that's them enjoying that. And then we have like a writing space over here. It does have the typewriter, but I'm gonna switch that out for a computer probably so he can actually do his writing. I wish there was an actual typewriter in game that sort of acted as the computer for the writing element of stuff, but there isn't. So this is what we're dealing with. Or if they bring back a laptop, so that'd be pretty cool too. There's random fishing nets because I thought, you know, they've got random eclectic things in here, and I'm saying that the picture was here when they moved in, the fishing stuff was here when they moved in, and it used to belong to the dude who's in the picture, maybe, I don't know. And then they've got like the boxing thing. Here's Chopin, hey dude! Oh, the mom's gone, but everyone else is there. Random table for selling stuff. More pictures of people who perhaps lived here before they moved in and it's just been left up here and they don't really know what to do with it. And then around this little corner, there's the chess table, and there's an archaeology table, because again, it might have belonged to people who lived here before and they've sort of just like left it and not really done much with it, or if they become interested in on their adventures picking up a few things, who knows, maybe they'll do some of that. And then there's a little toilet, original toilet, and an old sink that's just been put up here over the years when maybe the other one broke down or something. So you have a place to use the bathroom, and then go up through the roof and we have the outside area. At the back it looks much better than at the front because this is where they spend their time and they want their house to appear sort of like, don't come near this house, it's spooky, because they don't want to get bothered by paparazzi and they don't want to have loads of fans like knocking at their door and being like, oh my god, I found your house. So they live in a weird, creepy area, very secluded, detached from lots of people, their own little speck of land, no one's overlooking them, so they can have a nice life without being like constantly bombarded by the fact that they are famous. And like, so you can see like in the back garden they have a swimming pool and a little hot tub area. They have this little gazebo area with some more pieces of furniture that looks like they could have picked it up whilst they were in like Morocco or Africa or somewhere, I don't know. Some sort of more hippie-ish patterny furniture because that's what Felicity likes. The art easel, lots more plants because they like plants. The little meditation spot for Felicity as well. A place to hang out the laundry if they so feel like hanging out the laundry. Bees because I thought Edison's a little bit eccentric. He quite likes the eccentric side of things, so he might be into floristry and also archaeology and beekeeping and cooking and writing and composing. He's just one of them kind of people. The little barbecue area. This tree is not a dead tree normally. Normally it's very lush and beautiful and it matches the ones in the surrounding area, which is why I chose it, so the house would look like it belonged here. But currently, because of the season in game, it's looking a bit sad. And then we have like the more dead trees out the front, and we've just got some mail. How exciting! Thank you, mail lady. And then all the other dead plants out the front, which I like to say they haven't like nourished and replenished this front area because they want people to stay away. Like that is the whole point of the house. So it's gonna stay that way, and it's gonna continue to look a bit like creepy and stay away from me kind of vibe that they have going on. And yeah, so that's this house. I don't really have much else to say. I suppose I did say I would show you the bird's eye view of it. So if we go over this way and I go page down, you can see that this is like how the layout of the attic goes, and then there's the layout of the first floor of the house. I think that's what we call it in England, or maybe we do call it the second floor, but I'm pretty sure we go ground floor, ground floor, first floor, second floor, because we're weird and confusing. So this is the second floor of the house, and you can see sort of how the layout works here and how the doorways and stuff go. And you can maybe plan how you'd change this floor plan. It took me a long time to do, which if the speed build had worked I would have shown you, but obviously my computer was like, haha, no, I'm gonna just keep crashing, so sorry about that. And then if we go down again, you can see the layout of the first floor. I quite liked the tiles and the wood mixture in the hallway to make it look old. I really wanted to have elements in the house of it being older, and they haven't fully made it their own yet. It's still sort of like bits and bobs that maybe need doing, or maybe they don't want to do them and they quite like the oldie-fashionedy style. I don't know. I haven't fully decided, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this house tour anyway, along with me. I enjoyed doing it, so I very much enjoyed building this house because it was a style that I've not really done before. I feel like it fits quite well in the area. If we look over there to I think it's the Victor house, I could be getting that wrong, but you can see sort of fits in with that Victorian style. Ignore the house straightforward because I built that one, but the one over there, the reddish one, you can see it also sort of fits in. We will be doing a speed build / house tour depending on how my software decides it wants to play of that house later on in the month, because it's very spooky, so it's a bit more Halloween-esque. They sort of like had the Halloween exterior but the family-friendly interior, so that's why I did this house right now. I also have 2 other builds that I need to record for the fairy tale series, like 2 other house tours for that, so we'll do them. Shh, phone, silence, I'm busy. And sorry if I sound a bit nasally and gross. I'm stressed because I'm all of those things right now. Yay me. But yeah, just not feeling super 100%, but I want to get some recording done because I haven't recorded in ages and I've missed recording and I've missed interacting with people, so yay. But what I was up to. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave a like or comment down below, letting me know what else you'd like to see or what you enjoyed or where I can improve upon, and I hope to see you in the next video. So bye bye for now, take care guys, and be kind.